everybody, and happy Wednesday today. And it's actually Wyatt's first official day of summer. How exciting is that? He went to school yesterday, finished out his last day of 5th grade. That's just so crazy to me that he's gonna be a big old 6th grader now. Just amazing how fast time just flies by. You know, it seems like just yesterday he was starting school and couldn't wait, and now he's gonna be a big old 6th grader. And then he'll be in middle school and high school, and then he'll graduate. It'll go by so quick. But I'm glad that it's done and over. I'm glad summer is officially begun. Summer break.
Come out, Wyatt, being on school, off school?
Yes, his last day was yesterday.
Yep, technically it was today, but nobody goes to school on the last day.
Yeah, well,
for the most part.
Yeah, we
at his school anyway.
Yeah, we the bus driver and stuff dropped him off yesterday, and I asked, you know, was there a lot of kids at school today? And he said no. And then one of his best friend in school, I asked him if he was going to school today, and he said no. So I was like, well.
Well, they don't even do anything. I asked Wyatt what he did yesterday during school, and he said literally they just had free time all day.
Yeah.
So,
it's like.
So why even send him? He can have free time here.
I was gonna say, might as well use up his free time here, but he's hanging out over at Melanie's house with the kids and stuff this morning. You know, doing his thing. Jacob and Serenity and them are here right now, hanging out with the kids.
Yep.
So he got up first thing this morning, did his chores, ate breakfast, and darted over there as fast as he could this morning.
Yeah,
so
well, he wants to hang out with
everybody. But that's okay. I'm glad that he's doing that, getting his play time in, especially now because the weather is supposed to be beautiful today. It was beautiful yesterday, perfect weather. Actually, it was so perfect. I came out here and did lots of gardening yesterday. I was out here all day long yesterday. I was out here when Wyatt got home from school. He came up and I was in the garden. So I'll show you guys kind of what I did around here, huh? Look at my artichokes. They're like super perked up since I took care of them yesterday. They were kind of droopy and stuff yesterday.
Well, you got rid of the weeds.
Yeah, so I picked out all the weeds in there. And then if you guys remember this garden bed.
The weed bed.
Yeah, it was full of weeds. Well, I went in here and picked every single weed out, put some new weed barrier down, and transplanted all of these. Pretty much all of these are volunteer tomato plants that have been lingering around.
Yeah, there was 2 in here. There was 1 growing in your zucchinis.
Well, there was 3 in here, actually.
There's 1 in this potato bed or potato bag.
Well, that one's a cucumber. Yeah, there was 1 in there.
I thought it was in the potatoes.
That one's potatoes.
No, I thought it was in the potatoes.
No,
it was
in this one.
Okay.
I pulled this one out, and then actually there was one growing out right here.
Yep.
I pulled that one out, and then I took a couple that I had grown in the greenhouse at the beginning. I took a couple of those and transplanted them over there. So I'm going to be growing lots and lots of tomatoes.
Hey, I'm happy about all these because Roxanne didn't plant any cherry tomatoes.
No.
This year over there. They're all like Romas and beefsteak.
Yeah,
and I like the cherry tomatoes because I come out here and pick them.
Yeah. Well, you're the only reason why I grow them to begin with, you know. So.
And I was kind of upset. She said she didn't grow any.
Yeah, I didn't plant none.
In my mind, I was like, that's fine. I guarantee there'll be some popping up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the ones that were in here that I took out and transplanted in here were cherry tomatoes. So, like this one, I think is this one, that one.
Just gonna have to see when they
possibly
get a little bit bigger and see how the flowering's on them, the flowers, you know.
But I will say, guys, since I transplanted these in here, they are doing so much better. Everything seems to be doing very well since I.
What'd you do with that big old cucumber?
I put it in the house in the fridge. I put it in a Ziploc bag. Okay. Yeah, I came through and picked all the weeds out from here, and then I kind of, you know, pushed it up against the trellis here so it can start growing up because it was getting a little crazy. Growing all over the place.
I see you actually zip tied this.
Yes, I seen some comments from the lady that sent me this about putting our bird bath back out, and I did yesterday.
Well, it kept falling over the wind.
Yeah, I couldn't get it in the ground good enough. So I zip tied it to this pole here so it won't blow over, and I like jiggled it around and stuff.
Yeah, it should be good now.
Yeah, so it
Gotta
should
put
stay.
some seeds in here.
I don't know if you put seeds in that, or if it's just a light.
You could put seeds in it. See?
Yeah, but wouldn't the seeds fall out of that little holes?
No, I don't think so. They come out through the bottom.
I don't know.
I mean, that's what it looks like to me. Put bird seed in there. But I don't know.
I thought it was just a light. But yeah, I got that up. I'm gonna leave it there. I think it looks good. I actually took a gander outside last night just to see, you know, and it looks so pretty out here. I'm so proud of myself. Like, I finished everything that I needed to get done in the garden yesterday. Other than weed. I wanted to weed whack and kind of mow in here yesterday, but I didn't get a chance to do that. And the grass really isn't that bad out here. I've seen it a lot worse. But just to keep up on it, that's kind of what I wanted to do. I did go around and put more dirt in my potatoes, all of them. I filled those all up again. I attended to my zucchini plants. They're not looking, some of them look really good. Like that one right there is like, ugh. That one too.
Well, it's like we said, they've just been getting way too much water.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I will say,
way too much water.
yeah, I'll say they actually look a lot better today than they did yesterday.
Well, this poor one barely has any leaves left on it.
I know. I've been slowly cutting all the nasty leaves off of it. I don't want to cut too much off.
No, it's got to have leaves to get sun, you know?
Yeah. So I'm just been, as the leaves grow and get bigger, the new ones, I cut the old ones off and stuff like that. So, but I took care of all the weeds and stuff out of this yesterday. Helped them grow a little bit better now. And I just did all kinds of cool stuff yesterday in the garden. I also tended to my tomato plants here. I, you know, fixed them in their cages. I trimmed the bottoms. I picked all the suckers off of them. So I can actually like see the, you know, stalks on them now.
Yeah.
They were pretty covered, but they're looking good.
They should do good this year.
They're going to do really good this year. I think we're going to get probably way more tomatoes than we got last year, which I didn't think was possible. I mean, considering I have 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 plants in here, and I have 10 tomato plants over there.
Yeah.
So I have 18 tomato plants right now.
Well, you need to get one of those things for this, rid of the seeds and the skin.
Oh,
what are they? A food mill or something?
A food mill. I need to get one of those. Tara actually sent me one that she uses, and she says it's so good. I just need to order it.
Yeah, because that would be really good for all the tomatoes.
No, yeah, I want to get one this year because it's just going to make my life so much easier when it comes to preserving these. Mm-hmm. So I'm willing to spend money and get one.
Well, your tomato sauce you made from these last year, the flavor is really, really good, but it's watery.
Yeah. And that's partly because I didn't get I don't have a food mill, and you have to like peel them and deseed them, and then as they cook, the water separates and stuff like that. And I didn't do any of that. I didn't like drain the water off of them. So it just got kind of watery down, but that's okay. I'm gonna hopefully not do that this year. That's the plan.
Yeah, well, like I said, the flavor was really good.
Yeah. No, the sauce was good.
It was just
It's just really watery.
Dang. It's like I got a frog in my throat or something. Sorry, I'm coughing a bunch.
Yeah. But I also, too, planted my oregano in the ground. I got some here, I got some over there, got some here, over there. It's doing really well. Look at this. This perked up a lot since yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So I think my garden is in a happy place right now. After all that work I did, I couldn't believe that I was out here all day.
Well, you got to maintain it.
True, and it's been like, these are things in the garden that I've been threatening to do since we got back from the cruise. I'm like, I need to go out there and pick those weeds. I need to go out there and put dirt in that, those potatoes. I need to go out there and do this. I need to do it. So yesterday I said, instead of needing and wanting to, I'm just going to do it. And that's what I did. I even, real quick here, and last thing, I even transplanted some peppers in here. I did have peppers in here that were growing and then they died while we were gone. I'm sure they got way too much water. So I had some in little pots
Yeah, in the greenhouse.
in the greenhouse, and they're doing really well. So I put them in the ground out here, and they seem to be doing better now that they've been transplanted.
Well, hopefully they get big. Hopefully they don't get too much water. It needs to heat up outside for these things.
Well, and yesterday I think was the perfect day because it was nice. It's actually kind of hot outside. I was out here roasting. I drank like so much water. I just
Oh yeah.
and then my lettuce.
I know, you've always had problems growing lettuce.
I know, but look at it. It's growing.
This ain't lettuce. That's a weed.
That's a weed, yeah. But look at it's growing.
No, I know. I'm just saying in general.
I had kale in here, but it died. You know, honestly, guys, I think there's a bird that's been eating my stuff. Because yesterday I was out here working, and there was this blue jay that kept flying by, and he would even swoop down and then go out of the garden when he'd see me. And then he was hanging out like right here on this tree branch, staring at me the whole time I was out here working, waiting for me to leave. So I think he comes in here and eats my stuff.
Told you should put a scarecrow out here.
I might have to. You know, considering we were gone for a week, so, you know, there was really nobody out here in the garden every day to scare him away. You know, so that's part of the reason why I like coming out here and watering every day. Because at least I'm out here every day and they see me. And they won't really bother me. But yeah, I think he's been eating my stuff.
Maybe he's trying to get the bugs.
Well, either that or I think he like, I don't know, this is all assumption, but like all my kales, like slowly as I kept coming out, it'd have little green, you know, little green sprouts. And then I come out the next day and they were completely gone, like picked out of the ground. So it's almost like he's eating the greens.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, so, but.
I don't see any other like bigger cucumbers.
Oh, there's some.
I see tiny ones.
Here, I'll show you.
That are growing.
Yesterday when I was
I don't see any big ones though.
Yeah, because I moved these all up against the trellis here.
Like I said, I see a bunch of the small ones that are coming.
There's some right here. Look at this one. See that?
Yeah, well, it's a small one.
It's a small one, but it's bigger than some of these other ones. But man, guys, there's going to be so many cucumbers on this one. They all come to size. So many little tiny ones.
Well, you see a whole bunch of small ones like this, right? Like,
yeah.
There's one growing right there.
Little tiny.
Yeah, those are the main ones I've seen, but it's just getting started, so.
Oh, yeah.
You can't really
I've got one.
expect more than that, you know?
Yeah, I've got one cucumber so far.
Yeah, big one.
Yeah, big one. I picked it yesterday.
But, I mean, when we were coming out here before, like last year,
yeah,
you'd come out here and you'd be like, all right, let me pick all these cucumbers. And you go through everything and pick all of them.
yeah.
And I swear to you, by the next day, you come back out and you're like, man, I missed this big old giant one and this other one. And it's like they grow that big overnight. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy how fast they grow.
You know?
Well, that is going to be coming very soon. Like, I say here in the next like 2 weeks or so, we're going to have so many cucumbers. I'm not going to be able to keep up.
Pickle jars.
Yep.
Lots of pickles.
Yep, I'm gonna have to start pulling out my jars and getting all that stuff ready, making sure I got seals and all that good stuff. I guess I'll have to make that a priority of mine because it's coming. And I'll be processing tomatoes all summer long. Because I got so many tomato plants. I think I got way more than I had last year. Of course, last year it was kind of hard to tell how many tomato plants I had because they were just so spread out and everywhere.
I'm curious to see how these artichokes are going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Like once they get their big flower, you know, the actual artichoke
that
you eat. Because I know, at least from pictures and reading a little bit, I mean, you can get multiple flowers, obviously, off one plant at the same time.
Yeah, didn't it say, like, on average, like 5 per plant?
I don't remember reading that, but
maybe I'm thinking
I'm not
of
saying that's wrong.
Yeah,
I mean,
I could be thinking of potatoes, though, too.
I mean, even if it was just one.
I know.
Just one per plant, and that's all you got all year, that would still be really cool.
Yeah. No,
because these are all grow from seed.
Yeah, I'm really excited to have these grow. Like that first harvest we do, if it grows more than just one, even if, like you said, it grows one, it's going to be the best tasting artichoke ever.
I mean, I've seen
if it's
pictures.
one artichoke that we have to share.
Well, I've seen, I mean, pictures of them, multiples, and I grew up in California where they grow these everywhere where I was living. I mean, right around there, you go like towards Castroville, California, I mean, you got as far as you can see fields of artichokes. And I don't remember seeing the flowers, but I'm just curious is what I'm getting at. I remember seeing these growing everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember seeing the artichokes though.
Yeah.
They got to have more than just one flower.
I think so.
I mean, they have to.
I mean, it makes sense, right? It's like a.
But I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, we're learning as we go.
I could look it up right now. Let me see.
This is the first time I've ever grown artichokes, and they grow very, very strange.
Yeah.
Compared to like a plant. Like when I transplanted the one, because I started them in the greenhouse. So when I transplanted those ones out here, they didn't really have like a root system. It was weird. It was like it almost reminded me of like a succulent. Like, you know how you plant, it's just you take one little leaf and you plant it in the ground. That's kind of how it was.
Yeah.
It was kind of strange.
I mean,
some research
well, I'm
right
just
now.
showing you like, you can, it says each plant per season can produce 5 to 10 artichoke flowers.
Here, just real quick so you guys can kind
Well,
of
I don't
see.
know if you could see it, but yeah, see
they
that? That's
grow.
like one plant.
They grow like, almost like a Brussels sprout. They grow-
Kind of, just only on the top though.
Yeah, they grow like a big old fat stalk. And then
That's probably what's going to happen. So it's getting its leaves, and then the stalk's going to grow up, and then it'll be the flower. You might have other ones, you know.
Yeah, there might be like a couple different artichokes on one plant, on
Well, like
one
I said,
stalk.
between 5 to 10, you'll start seeing them growing like that. See in the middle? Is what it'll start doing.
Okay.
And it'll grow up.
They don't really have anything.
No, not yet.
Not yet, but I'm sure they grow when it's a little bit warmer out. Right now it's actually starting to get warmer now, but we just got done with some nasty heavy rain
Well,
and stuff.
Castroville, California, it's not the warmest area.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. It's right by the ocean. And it gets lots of sun, but... So that's why I think when I looked it up for Arkansas, if these grow well out here, and it said, oh yeah, excellent.
Yeah. I mean,
So we'll see.
They're growing.
Yeah, we shall see.
And like I said, they look so much better today than they did yesterday. Yesterday, everything, I mean, mind you, it's probably because everything got soaked that night because it had rained and stuff. So I'm sure everything was just kind of wilty because it was so wet. And then it dried out yesterday and then this morning, so everything's perked back up because now it's like, I have plenty of water.
Yeah, you probably don't have to water for days still.
No, and funny thing.
In all reality.
It's supposed to rain Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday this week. So it's going to get a few days to dry out a little bit, thankfully.
It don't need to, I mean.
I can't control the weather. So, I mean, maybe I'll give something over here for my zucchinis, but I mean, eventually it's going to stop. So, I mean, we're already almost to the end of May. I can't believe it. June's already almost here.
I know, it's crazy.
You know, and then we got Wyatt's birthday, and then he goes back to school.
It's his first day of summer.
I know, why
We're
are you
talking
already
going
thinking about that? Well, you know, got to get my priorities straight, you know, making sure I know what's up, which I do.
Yeah, but today's beautiful weather.
Oh, yes, perfect day to do some stuff outside.
I swear it feels like it's maybe only like 70 degrees.
It could be. I think it was like 65 this morning, so it's probably like 70, 72.
I mean, it's so nice right now.
Yeah, it's perfect. And there's like a slight
me
breeze
see.
in the air. It feels so good. I'm wearing a dress today, by the way, guys.
Well, it says right now that it's 76.
Wow. I was off.
But 76 is the perfect temperature.
Yeah. It won't stay like this today.
No, it's going to get a high of 86, I think it said.
Yeah.
I think.
Something
Let me
like
see.
that. Almost 90, I think 80.
No, 88. High of
Yeah.
88.
Yeah. So,
It'll get warm today.
yeah, beautiful day. Beautiful day.
But the way
today.
it feels right now, it does
Ooh, I
not
should pick that.
feel humid.
That zucchini right there, it is ready.
Yeah, that one's ready.
We could eat that tonight.
It does not feel humid at all
Oh no, yesterday was
right now. It just feels nice.
pretty humid in the morning, and I'll say that's probably because of the rain and stuff. But I'm glad it's a nice day finally. I'm going to enjoy these next few days with no rain until this weekend when the rain comes through.
Yep.
And we'll see what next week brings. Hopefully no rain.
Just for a little bit.
Yeah. Just, you know, a week or two with just no rain. That would be really nice. Make things a lot nicer and better for us.
We do have another video coming out today, guys. As you guys know, we try to post on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
Yes.
We do have a new video coming out. Go check it out because some really, really cool stuff.
Oh, yes.
went down.
Yeah, very exciting stuff.
Very exciting stuff. That'll be out this afternoon. Go check that out on CRC, as you guys do.
Yep.
We're excited about things, so.
Yeah. Well, we're excited about everything.
I'm not excited about mowing this yard again.
I know. I was thinking that yesterday.
It takes like 3 hours.
It does.
For me to do it.
It's a task. It's not an easy job.
It would
to
take
do.
me 15 minutes on a riding mower, and it takes me 3 hours on a push mower.
Yeah. Hey, just think in Vegas, you just had a little yard to mow. Now you have like multiple yards to mow.
I know. Maybe one day we'll get a 0 turn or something.
Yeah, coming soon, hopefully.
Maybe one of these decades.
Yeah. When we don't have no more grass, then we'll get one.
Yep, then we'll go buy one and our grass will die.
Yeah.
Murphy's Law.
Yeah, it's true. It is true. But I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. Enjoy nice weather if you're having it today.
Yep.
And, you know, as Anthony always says.
Yep. Stay safe, guys. Stay motivated. Have a great day, and we'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye.